Hi guys! Welcome back to the first part of the next little tutorial, and this is actually getting recorded directly after I recorded the last one, because I didn't want to have to come back to this again. But this time we're going to be doing the Jade Reach region quest, and as I said in the last tutorial at the very end, we're going into an area where we're a little out-leveled. We're like super out leveled, but since our gear score is staying true and staying strong, I generally am not worried. If your gear score isn't necessarily up to par at this point, I suggest once again running back to Navarra and making yourself some better gear. For this quest, you literally just follow Don. He wants you to kill these crazed Penubrians. I never knew fairies to be insane like this, but you know, whatever. Ow, what the heck just hit me? Holy crap. Oh, there's another one I didn't even realize was activated. Yeah, be careful when you are doing these quests, because some will just spawn in and you don't even know that they spawn in. This area is kind of slower to load. It has a lot of people in it usually. Not this specific section, but the Jade Reach area in general usually has quite a few people in it. You can you can mostly dodge all of these Penubrians. He will stop and you're gonna be forced to fight some of them. But overall, like if you just pay attention to where they are and they've all spawned in, you can pretty much dodge most of them. They're not too bad for experience. The only problem is yeah, that one. This one that you wouldn't have been able to dodge. The only problem is once you complete this section of quest, this is like a quest instance, so you're not able to actually like bring people in, and you can't farm experience here. Unfortunately. Come on, Don. Keep moving. Because once you finish up this Jade Reach area and you get to the Null Triumvirate quest, which marks the start of your long grind, these paranoid Penubrians will no longer be able to be attacked. They will just be normal fairies who are like, oh, hey, give me mushrooms. Shut up, Don. Give me my loot. I'm so mean to Don, but you know, Don is like the main person throughout the entire game. He never helps you fight anything, which is kind of poopy. I wish he would help you fight. I want to see what he does with that dagger that he's got going on over here. But yeah, she's all sorts of corrupt, blah blah blah. This section of oh yeah, I gotta talk to Don. This section of the story, the quest, is pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. It's all pretty straightforward, and it's probably going to be the shortest part of this entire area. You get a little cutscene, Dawn gets captured, blah blah blah. Great, fun times, super cool. You can't attack any of these, so it's not even worth trying. You just walk outside. You can't get on your horse in the tree, apparently. You just go outside and you just go straight to her heir, and from the heir of her throne is where you're gonna actually get all of the side quests for the Jade Reach region, which the Null Waste was super short in regards to quests and side quests. The Jade Reach is even shorter. I think this is still considered Null Waste quest area, but I consider it a Jade Reach because if you look at it, it says the Jade Reach right here. You can't really see it too well, but yeah. And yeah, you get an area quest and stuff like that for this. So I don't know. I personally consider it its own area. But the most that you'll have for quests is you'll come talk to her. She'll be like, oh, light the fires, blah blah blah, and then you go over to a bonfire. Why is there a level 7 here? Hey, listen, don't be that guy who's a level 7 trying to mooch off of experience. All right, it's not what you want to do. Even if you're like, it's not going to get, they're 12 levels higher than you. He's probably only getting about 300 experience. and so it's just making everybody else's levels much lower. Anyway, you come over here before you go anywhere else. Grab this bonfire, grab the telepost. I say bonfire then telepost because when you go through the anacondas will keep chasing you until you get to the telepost. And this anaconda will likely turn around now. Yeah, see. But grab these side quests here. For the reason of it's in this area anyway. And you might as well just do it because you're gonna need all the experience that you can get. And if you have been watching this series and you haven't started playing yet, or if you are thinking about starting another character and you're like, hey, you know what, I know what to do now and you can do it faster, I highly suggest, and I probably should have mentioned this in the last video, I highly suggest that you guys pop a PvE experience booster when you're getting to Bashal, because you can get through the entire Jade Reach region, Bashal, and the Null Waste region pretty quick, and if you get plus 50% experience, it might make your level grind a little bit quicker. It's something that I should have done, but I didn't do, and it makes me sad that I didn't, because I know that I need it. You take the journal, you take this, great times, fun times. As you can see, these guys are red for you. This is an issue, obviously, but it's not as big of an issue as you might think, because that's the area that I normally farm experience in. But once you start doing some of these side quests, you're gonna get some better equipment, and even if you like kind of start killing some of them for the side quests, because you need to kill 10 of them for the side quest, you have a chance of getting some pretty decent equipment. You have it, I think it's like a 5% chance of getting a blue drop and like a 30 to 40% chance of getting a green drop. You might as well just deliver the journal because you're not going to go over that way again. I chose the wrong one. Make sure you pay attention to the quest. I'm sorry. Yeah, he died. Great, sure. 9,000 experience. Woo! But yeah, so you can kind of avoid doing any encounters for now. And I would suggest it because the more encounters you have, the harder it's going to be for right now. Just kind of like smoochy boops your way to the fire, do the fire, dodge away, and these guys are actually in level and in strength range, so over here is probably where you're going to want to fight stuff. But you also have another area to the south where you're going to have to kill a Goliath thingamabobber anyway, so there's no point in really killing anything. Come up, kill the anacondas, grab the eggs, go down there, finish this quest, and I'll be right back once I do all of that. Alright, so if you finished all those side quests, you are done with the Jade Reach region. Only reason why I'm putting this in is so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. You talk to Iris, the successor. She's like, oh yay, the darkness is lifted, woohoo! And then she's like, oh hey, go back to the person and do this and that and that and this. Oh god, I don't have any. There we go. But I mean, as you saw, this region is very short. I think honestly, if the developers were to try to make the 16 to 19 skill gap a little bit more manageable, the Jade Reach region is what they would probably want to focus on in regards to some quests, just because you don't have very many. You got the anacondas and you got the dream scale tokens, and that's it. This is a large region to be in, and it has very little side quests, I guess you could say. And it's a little upsetting in a way, and I think they need to, they being the developers, need to kind of add a couple of side quests in just to make the 16 to 19 range a little bit more manageable. But yeah, you purify. She's like, oh my god, my face! I can feel it again! I don't know what happened. Oh, please, don't hate me. And then you talk to her and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Go talk to Dawn now. Yay. Oh, so happy. We're looking at the back of her head now. That's weird. Yeah, she tells you all about the Faceless and what they're doing and the corruption. She still looks massively evil. And I feel like, you know, she should have at least had white eyeballs after this, but I guess not. Whatever. Dawn's like, hey, you did it. Yay, Jade Reach is safe. Woohoo, yay, good, things, fun, yay. And then that's it. He tells you that you need to go talk to a Sorza Knight. That Sorza Knight is what gives you the yeah, as you can see, these fairies now are trembling fairies instead of your normal yeah, you can comfort them. It's a daily mission or something like that. You can just pick some mushrooms and comfort them and stuff like that. But you go over to the Sorza Knight and you can even see, oh no, you can't see, but he's the one who will be like, hey, go do the Null Triumvirate Arena Challenge, which is 19 and marks the start of your level grind. Now obviously I am only level 14 and the level grind is like 16 to 19. The only other couple things that I do, and I'm not going to put it into this video, is I go up here, I do these 2 quests here, and then like I said, whenever I go to start doing the level grind, I will come back, I will do these 3 side quests, and I will do these 2 side quests. That way I have a little extra leveling. By now I've probably popped a PvE experience booster, so side quests and everything else are going to be really beneficial for me. Blah blah blah, whatever. This is just what I do getting up to certain points. Not me doing every little thing, because I probably wouldn't even put them in anyway, even if I did them, because they're just side quests. But yeah, so he's gonna, yeah, beat the arena, woohoo, no problem. And there you go. You have to obtain a Null War Chief main by completing the Null Triumvirate Arena Challenge in matchmaking, and it is level 19. By the time you do these side quests, by the way, these two, and then these 3, you should be at, if not super close to, level 16. And then from there you just come down here, sit in this area for a little bit and farm until level 19. So that's a video that's already been put up. Next time for me, but for you guys it's going to be instantaneous. We will be on the mage, because old ranger girl here is going to get retired, and the rest of the playthrough of the game will be done with the mage. So I'll see you there. And we're back. For you guys, it was instantaneous. For me, it's been about 2 or 3 days since I recorded last on old QB on Luminos, but we're on Kingbullet now, my mage, who is level 19 and just got the level 19, as can be seen, literally 0.21% over. So the next step after you get to level 19 is to go into matchmaking in dungeons and do the Null Triumvirate Arena Challenge. Now I believe, oh, that was right away. I believe you do not need to complete the entire arena. Like, if you end up actually dying, I believe as long as you only kill 1, you are able to leave and count that as a successful run, and you can continue progressing. I encourage you to kill both, because the reward could give you a piece of equipment that's actually very helpful. And there's not going to be much more after this for the video, because the Jade Reach region, this is almost a solo instance for the Jade Reach region, is this, and it's more of a duo instance. Looks like we got 2 protectors. No, they wouldn't give us 2 protectors, would they? That would be weird. Oh, I got a level 23. I'm about to get carried. Oh no, we got a protector and a rage guy, reversal sort of dude. So the big thing with this arena challenge, and I was actually able to solo this arena challenge on my ranger. It was kind of funny. As with all, make sure your team is in whenever you go in. Protector. Oh, we got protector and healer. All right. But it's gonna be hard if you're going in like without a team, but you generally want to actually try to just go up against one and only one, and be careful. Oh, totems absorbing damage. All right, so it's just like the null chieftains. You are just gonna keep doing damage to the totems, keep doing damage to them, and since there's two of them, two of the totems can come out. So we're gonna focus on the protector here. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. So yeah, you're gonna want to focus just on one, get him to be completely killed off, and said and done. Be very careful when they actually smack the ground. They have a chance at like doing like a little, I don't know how to describe it. Like they hit the sand hard enough that the sand ripples almost. So be very careful whenever they smack the ground with the club, like this right here. See that he hit the, I'm gonna get hit twice. Yeah, if you get stunned and that happens, you're almost guaranteed to get hit twice. And as you can see, I got the null war chief main, which states that I have completely finished the arena challenge that I needed, and then we can just kill off this healer, and that'll be it. That's all she wrote. And I honestly, after this, there's really nothing, or not much more after the null triumvirate arena challenge, which is actually really nice. Because after this, and I think the main reason that might be a better staff. I think the main reason why they kind of have that level gap, and I could be wrong, is because once you hit level 20, you start getting into a point where you can be PvP'd, and so it kind of forces everybody to equalize their gear and kind of get equalization in their skill trees and stuff like that, because you have to really sit down, do like world events, and do a whole bunch of stuff. And so it kind of, it brings that whole boink, hey, we got to do this sort of deal. My god, this load's taking forever. And done. So after you complete it, you just come over to the Swords of Night over here. You talk to him, and he's like, hey, you got it. Look at you. High five. Oh, I can't carry any more items. Well, he would high five me. Oh, it's a poopy wand is what that is. Good lord. No, don't sit and share food. Get up. Hey, can I have that now? Thanks. I think this actually is gonna be better though, isn't it? No, it's not. Wand of the Forgotten. I forgot that I bought a wand for my mage. Also, I'm just starting to get like really into some of the deeper points with my ranger, and I can tell you for certainty that you want to try to get on every single day if possible and buy your star seeds, because it's going to be huge soon. I went from having about 150k star seeds down to having no star seeds whatsoever, because I underestimated how valuable they're going to be in the future, and it's mostly due to armor upgrading, which I'm sure I will do a brief video on that here soon-ish, kind of. Yeah, so you come over to Ignis. Ignis is like, hey, we got a couple people here. You wanna, one eye, one horn, flying purple people eater sort of deal? And you're like, ah, yeah, well, sure, we'll go do that, sure. But yeah, so once you, not like directly after this, but a little bit after this, you start to really get into a massive gear gap where you're not getting gear drops that is going to help you progress. It's getting the same gear over and over, and you have to upgrade your gear. And one of my videos that I just recently released kind of went over this. They made a fix for the upgrading, because once you hit blue grade gear, you can essentially fail the upgrade and sometimes break your gear. And that's where you kind of have a lot of your attention is trying to do those upgrades. And believe me when I tell you, it is not fun trying to do them sometimes. I just beat Gideon on my Ranger today on stream. And for those of you who don't know, Gideon is the final boss sort of deal right before you get estates. Everybody's like, hey, when do you get estates? You get it right after, not right after, but shortly after Gideon. You don't have to really fight really anything else, a couple sheep, and that's about it. These sentinels go down nice and quick and easy. And yeah, this wasn't necessarily a required quest, but it starts the sentinels line, and the sentinels line actually becomes pretty good for some experience. And the Federation stuff you need to do anyway in the future, because the story actually continues after you defeat Gideon, who is the original bad guy in the main area, or like in the first area during the like tutorial thing. But yeah, there you have to essentially unite the entire like Federation sort of deal, and it's all sorts of crazy, and you need to start this anyway, so it's good to just start it. Plus it's a little extra experience. Nobody ever complained about a little extra experience, you know what I mean? But yeah, so at this point we're entering into the Tristeza region, which, as you can see up in the top right hand corner now, it is a disputed zone. So disputed zone, yes, PvP is always on in disputed zones. Speak with Greco at the southern lookout. But as of right now, I've not seen too much in regards to issues when it comes to PvP. And I'm gonna continue this on just a little bit longer. We're essentially in Tristeza now, which, by the way, I think, let me double check. I think where's this rock? There it is. As of right now, instead of getting iron ore, you're getting silver ore, which I am right. You start getting your tier 2 resources, and there's no goats. Where they all just spawn. But yeah, so you're just starting to get into your tier 2 resource region. So if you've been taking your time and going through the game without doing too much rushing, you will have seen that once you hit, like, I think level 6, you start needing stuff like breath mushrooms, silver ore, you know, stuff like that, where it's like, okay, well, where is this stuff? I can never find it. I mine a rock and I end up getting, you know, iron or whatever, you know. So I gotta remember I'm on the mage. I've been playing the ranger a lot. But yeah, so I think the leather scraps actually stay the same. We're just gonna kill jack this. Sorry, overdose, but listen, it's not you, it's me. All right. And I'm gonna actually make it another gear guide ish thing here in the future, because we're coming up to an area and some stuff that might be beneficial for you guys. But yeah, so this area isn't honestly horrible. You're also gonna start really paying attention to the market here soon. I am hoping I will be able to kind of shy past a lot of it. Now, in the comments for this video, I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to tell me if you guys want to see all the way through, because up until pretty much this video is going to be the first video where I don't end with getting a new blessing, because the blessings start becoming more and more scarce. You don't get them immediately, and I have the crescent moon blessing on my ranger, but you don't get the crescent moon blessing up until level 23, 22, 23, depending on how fast you progress through. And so it's a little bit of like, do you guys want to see me go all the way through these regions and show you what I do, or would you guys prefer I have a little bit of a lapse and not a daily upload sort of deal where... Why are you locking onto people out there? Ow. I should have went after the ranger first. But I can go back to trying to get the blessings and stuff like that, which I don't mind doing. But as for like the class reviews, I wouldn't really have the ability to do too much more of the class reviews because of the gap. Like after you beat Gideon, you don't go and you don't get more like memory fragments for the next blessing. As far as I know, you have to actually go through the campaign, which I'll show you once I'm done talking to this big old baby here. You kill 2 people and he's like, oh my god, don't hurt me, there's blood all over my end. But in the campaign, you actually don't start getting more blessings until you unlock this campaign, which starts pretty much right before you fight Gideon, and then it continues long after you beat Gideon, I believe. I don't know. I have not unlocked it yet, and I have not gotten anything in regards to hints as to what is to come, I guess, or how to progress through. I'm not gonna do all these quests now. I encourage you to do all these quests if you guys want to see more and you guys want to see me progress all the way through to the Gideon fight. Ow, really? Really? It's just a smack and run? I hate when that happens. I really hate when that happens. But I would say come over here, grab all these quests first, because you actually have to go back over there to do one or two of the quests. So you might as well just come over here, grab all these quests, go back, do all those quests, and it should give you a pretty decent amount of experience. But yeah, there's a lot more to this game, and after this point, as soon as you start really entering into Tristeza, it stops being like, hey, let's just progress through in a linear manner, let's just do this like super hardcore focused on our objective, and it essentially turns into a lot of like, all right, I did this, but I need to go upgrade my gear, so I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, upgrade my gear, then go back to doing the main story mission. So there's a lot of stuff on the side. So if you guys want more class reviews, I can do more class reviews, but it's going to probably take me, I would honestly say, with my mage right now, I'm going to attempt, I can't promise anything, but I'm going to attempt to get all of my characters up to level 19 at least, right now. Well, not right now, but like this weekend. By Tuesday, whenever they take away the 30% experience bonus, I'm going to try to make sure that all my characters are level 19, because me as a person, whether I continue on with making regular videos like this or not, I would, I guess, still do all of this stuff on each character, because once more content starts coming to the game, I like to be able to have that ability to be like, oh, hey, cool, so this came out for the Crusader, I'm gonna go check this out, and my Crusader is already through, beat Gideon, got the estates and stuff like that, and then if people want to run specific dungeons and everything, anyway, I'm gonna probably do it anyway. But if we feel like it's a good time, or we got to a good point now where there's not a lot more quick and concise content, like I can do world bosses. I can show you guys the world bosses, what good ways you can do the world bosses. I can do the full campaigns, show you guys what you do all the way through to beating Gideon, like I've been doing. I can do more tips and tricks, how I do stuff. So let me know, because right here, where we're at right now, is where we start getting a whole bunch of side quests again, and these side quests will essentially lead us into the promised land, as it were. And I'm just gonna sit here and eat. By the way, I don't know about you guys, but I know they put it in for realism and all that, but I absolutely hate the sound of the eating, because like hearing people eat just like, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It drives me insane. But there's a lot of stuff that I can do. I can do some gear guides, I can do some rotation guides, I can do some I can do pretty much anything you guys would like to see. You guys just have to tell me what you would like to see. I plan on still going through. That's not right. That's still not right. Go up. Thank you. I plan on still going through and kind of showing all the later dungeons and the 5-man stuff and everything like that. Because my ranger, I'm going to continue leveling up until I probably hit 34. Or, no, 35. So that I have access to everything that's available right now. I think 35 is the highest, right? Oh, 36 I guess is. Yeah, it looks like 36. So I'd probably keep going and take my ranger at least up to level 36 anyway, so I can continue bringing you guys like some of the god, what's the word I'm looking for? I can keep bringing you guys like the dungeons and stuff like that, or if you guys want to see how I farm for gear or farm for equipment cores or anything like that, because that's going to be a big thing. Down in the bottom right hand corner, right underneath your level percentage, is your equipment shards and your equipment cores. The cores become huge, absolutely gigantic, and they become so big because you have to upgrade your gear. Like right now, if I were to go and continue on, the first thing I would do is I would upgrade my Wand of Forgotten. Is it even good? Yeah, it gives HP. Not the best, but I would upgrade my Wand of Forgotten all the way till it was purple. And then I would go and I would get a B grade secondary, or the magic orb, and I would do the same with that. I would upgrade it all the way until it was purple. Same with the hood, the clothing, the pants, the shoes, the gloves, everything. I would get B grade blues, and the biggest thing that takes forever is whenever you have the B grade blues, well, just blues in general, you have a chance at failing that upgrade. And so you need a lot of equipment cores, you need a lot of star seeds, you need a lot of everything. And so there's different ways to do it. Like, I can show you guys how I would normally rift farm down here. For my later character, I actually do a cycle, which Agony taught me, where you start out right around, I start around here, I'll go south, beat this boss, kill stuff here, and then I'll just cycle around here, and then once I am right back to this telepost right here, pretty much, I'll teleport over to here, do this, all the stuff here, because there's wolves, sheep, blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff that I could show you guys. I can show you that rotation that I was talking about. So let me know what you guys would specifically like to see. If you do want me to go through the entire game, I have no problem doing it. I'm going to purposely wait to play my mage to make sure that I don't progress in case you guys want to see what I would normally do for the progression. So anything like, as you can see, the devastated city is a red gear score. So anything after this for the mage, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna go through and grab all these side quests real quick before I you know, log off the mage and get on the crusader. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would like to see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, comment down below what you want to see. I think I said that enough times. If I've annoyed you with how many times I've said that, I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you comment down below, you know, so I know what you guys would like to see. And yeah, subscribe. I upload at least one video every day. So for about 3 weeks now, I've been 2 videos every day, one bless and one regular. And yeah, I'll see all of you guys next time. Bye guys.